Of the Inspector General of Police of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, IGP Olumuyiwa Adejobi to complete NPA to address and of course update you on our activities so far on the case and the arraignment of 113 foreign nationals that were arrested for various cyber crimes in Nigeria. The Inspector General of Police, IGP Olumuyiwa Adejobi to complete the NPM has reaffirmed the capabilities and expertise of the Nigerian police force in tackling cyber crimes and protecting cyberspace in Nigeria and beyond. The IGP made this known while commending the efforts of police operatives attached to the National Cybercrime Center and Zone 7 commands of the Nigerian police force for busting a group of foreign nationals involved in a series of cyber crimes, including internet fraud and marketing scams in Abuja. The suspects were arrested on the 3rd of November 2024 in Jahi, a suburb of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT. During the investigation, operatives of the NCC recovered a vast array of digital critical evidence believed to be instrumental in the syndicate's cybercrime operations. The recovered items include one black Toyota Tundra vehicle, laptops of different makes, smartphones of various brands, tablets, desktops, computers, and keyboards, hammers to cardon sound system, MTN routers, web routers, Airtel routers, and so many other items that we're going to display to you were recovered from them. These assets recovered are suspected to have been used in executing a range of cybercrime activities, including unauthorized data breaches, marketing scams, and other cybercrime activities. The scale and sophistication of the operation underscores the increasing global threats posed by cybercriminal syndicates operating across borders. Gentlemen of the press, as a follow-up to the investigation and recoveries, compiled with credible evidence against the suspects, the Nigerian Police Force National Cybercrime Center has arraigned the 113 foreign nationals facing serious charges, including computer-related fraud, unlawful access to data, marketing scams, money laundering, conspiracy, and illegal immigration before the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja. The arraignment of these suspects follows extensive investigations that have uncovered the alleged involvement of these individuals in criminal activities spanning both cybercrime, immigration offenses, and human trafficking networks. The Nigerian Police Force will continue to work closely with international law enforcement agencies and embassies to track and prosecute cyber criminals, combat cybercrime and other forms of transnational criminal activity, and ensure that perpetrators are held accountable under Nigerian law. The Inspector General of Police, IGP Olumuyiwa Adejobi to complete NPM while reaffirming the commitment of the force to leverage the emerging technological advancement to protect the citizens of Nigeria both physically and in the digital space. Further reiterates that the force is well dedicated and well equipped to combat cases of cybercrime in the country. The IGP further commends the efforts of operatives of the Nigerian Police Force, most especially the Nigerian Police National Cybercrime Center, for this feat recorded and for their effort in making sure that our cyberspace is adequately protected. The IGP further commends officers and men of the police force who are on the field discharging their duties, making sure that the police attains its primacy in the internal security arrangement of this country. Gentlemen of the press, this is all about this case, and I'm sure you've been following up this case, and we're going to share with you some videos and pictures of the suspects and exhibits recovered from them. In another development, we would like to react to reports on the Amnesty International concerning the August End Bad Governance protests in Nigeria. Amnesty International claims on End Bad Governance protests appear falsified, confusing. The Nigerian Police Force has expressed serious concern regarding a recent 34-page report released by Amnesty International, which alleges police brutality, culpability in the deaths and arrests of protesters, and the use of excessive force during the End Bad Governance protest in August 2024. The force categorically refutes these allegations as unfounded, misleading, and inconsistent with incident reports submitted to the Office of the Inspector General of Police by affected commanders. The force wishes to reiterate that throughout the protest, it operated in compliance with established rules of engagement, including providing security for peaceful protesters. The Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Adejobi, had issued clear directives to all commissioners of police on managing the protests, emphasizing that officers should not deploy arms to manage protests. Instead, arms were only to be used when protests escalated into riots involving loss of lives and damage to property. Even then, engagement with armed protesters was limited strictly to specialized armed units to restore order. The Nigerian Police Force recorded several unpalatable incidents during the protests, which were accurately documented and publicly shared. For example, in Borno State, 4 individuals tragically lost their lives, and 34 others sustained severe injuries following an attack by suspected Boko Haram and ISWAP operatives, who infiltrated the protest and detonated an improvised explosive device, IED. Similarly, in another isolated incident, an unregistered vehicle rammed into protesters, resulting in 2 fatalities. These events, which accounted for the total of 7 recorded deaths during the protests, were not caused by police actions. Furthermore, in Kano, Kaduna, Jigawa, Nasarawa, and Niger states, some protesters deployed foreign flags, destroyed public and private property, and attacked police personnel deployed to ensure their safety. The police force had to employ strategic measures, including the lawful use of tear gas, to prevent further escalation and ensure public safety. The use of tear gas is a globally accepted practice for dispersing unruly crowds and was applied judiciously without recourse to live ammunition. It is important to state that the police did not fire live ammunition nor cause the death of any protester. Officers demonstrated professionalism, restraint, and adherence to constitutional and international standards, even when subjected to attacks and injuries. Arrests made during the protests targeted individuals engaging in criminal acts such as treason, vandalism, robbery, arson, and looting. These arrests were conducted lawfully, and those detained were treated within the ambit of the law. In a gesture of magnanimity, the federal government has since granted pardon to the individuals arrested during the protests, despite the severity of their offenses, evidencing its commitment to reconciliation and national unity. In response to Amnesty International's allegations, the Inspector General of Police has directed a comprehensive investigation into the claims. Commissioners of police in the affected states have been mandated to submit further detailed reports on the incident within 1 week as from this moment. This directive aims to identify any deviation from the standard operating procedures and rule of engagement during the protests, irrespective of the security agencies involved. Gentlemen of the press, Nigerian Police Force remains committed to safeguarding the fundamental rights of all citizens, promoting the rule of law, and providing its operational standards based on constructive and objective feedback. Thank you, gentlemen of the press. This is the journey. Today, we're going to share salient information with you concerning the first case, but this is the second briefing is all about our feedback and our reaction to the reports of the Amnesty International. The IGP has ordered investigation into that, in as much as we don't want to condemn outrightly the reports. We are open to objective criticisms to put us on our toes to discharge our duties as expected of us. But we are concerned and we are shocked to have read what we have in the Amnesty International report, because we have not, none of these cases captured in this report was captured in the report sent to the office of the Inspector General of Police. So we are going to further assess the report as IGP has directed investigations to be conducted into that, and we expect detailed reports from these commands that are grossly affected. On the case of the cyber criminals, the case is in court. We just want to brief the media because we have actually addressed the media on this. Is to show and to still confirm their police capability to make sure that we have a unit and we have men that are trained in all areas to combat cyber criminals in this country.